Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I actually want to do another review on a game which is based off a movie. And you've guessed it, Cars the video game. Greatest game based off a movie I've ever played. Now, I also want to go into detail on this game. If you've been on my channel for long, you pretty much know I do reviews on games. But most of those were actually handheld games. This is the one I'm doing on a console now. But anyways, let's get into this. So, first off, I'm gonna go into the release dates. This game came out on June 16th, 2006, and October for other like the Xbox 360 and November for the Nintendo Wii, which that game actually became a launch title for the Wii. But this one was all the release dates were pretty much the June 6th, 2006 was released for the other consoles. And if you curious on what other consoles were on, this was on the PlayStation 2, Xbox Original, GameCube, PC. Also, you can pretty much get this game on Steam, Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation Portable, Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo DS. Man, that was a now mouthful. Now, anyways, I'm now gonna go into detail on this game. This game was created by Rainbow Studios and was published by THQ. Now, also on the PC version, it was made by Binox or Binox. I don't know how you say it, but yeah, you can call it Binox. So the PC version was made by Binox, and the console versions were made by Rainbow Studios. Also, I mean, I put it this way. Now, also the Xbox 360 and Wii version were also made by Intercinerator Studios, which they are also known for other ports like Cosmo International for the PlayStation 2 and Cosmo International for the Wii. Now, anyways, next I'm gonna go into the handling. So the handling, or actually, let me just go into the controls real quick. Now, depending on what version you played with, this also pretty much depends. Now, A button is used to, well, this is on the GameCube version, so I'm doing a review on the GameCube version. A button is used to accelerate, B is used to brake, X can be used as your E brake. Double tapping X actually gives you um like I'm gonna put this way, it actually gives you like a like basically puts you in a reverse, because after you do that you can unlock it by after doing the meters backwards lesson. You can also press the Y button to tilt, like hold it actually. L can be used to power slide, R can be used for your boost. Now, also Z button can as well be used for your map, and the of course analog stick can be used to steer your car or character. The D-pad can be used to change your camera, and the C stick can be used to rotate your camera. Now there are 19 road races. Well, in the game, because you mostly go around road races, 5 piston cup races, as well as 8 mini games. Now, I'm not going to go all over them since they'll be extremely long, but the story of this game is interesting. This game actually takes place after the events of Radiator Springs, where Lightning McQueen has to get ready for the next season. However, he has to do some training around Radiator Springs. And yeah, now I have actually completed this whole game, so it's not gonna be a big deal for me if I'm actually gonna have to go through like the entire game at once. So yeah. Now also I'm gonna go into the graphics and the models. Or actually let me just go into the handling first. The handling of the cars really don't do bad in this game. Like really they don't actually. Quite decent, like very well for a game. Well, it's based off a movie. Now also there's also the interesting part is the free roam in this game. You actually have to use free roam most of the time to go to events. And boy, it can sometimes be annoying. Sometimes if you're at the Tef Pass, whatever you call it, or Wheel Well, it's gonna be very annoying because you're gonna have to spend whole time hours getting there. But yeah. Now also, the cutscenes are also interesting. Now the voice acting is extremely well. Why do I say this? Normally when you make a game, you have the characters, well, based off a movie, you normally have the characters using a voice alike. Unlike this game, THQ technically had the rights for Disney, meaning they got the whole cast on the movie to do this game. Now, also, this game did come out 3 days before the movie, so should McQueen be a Smash Bros. Player? No, he shouldn't actually. Now, also, I find very interesting. Now, you know Sally, right? She is a Porsche. Now, Disney owns Sally. Now, THQ got the rights from Disney to use the characters from Cars, and also Sally was also one of them. So, THQ got the rights to use Sally in that game. Now, technically, back at the time, Porsche wouldn't let you use their cars, and RAF was the most alternative. Now, of course, Sally was a Porsche, and she made her way into this game. Now, it does technically kind of make sense since THQ did technically get the rights from Disney to use the characters. But at the same time, it would also be a sort of copyright infringement from Porsche, probably. But ever since that's now gone, after the whole deal with EA and Porsche broke up, so yeah, no more rough. But anyways, also I'm gonna put this way. Next, I'm gonna go into the models and graphics. The models and the graphics don't look bad in this game. Honestly, they look very good, very very well for a Nintendo GameCube game from 2006. Now, also the PS2 version. I don't mean to judge here, but like the color environment has a bit of darker colors and more of this yellowish filter, which makes it look more like the urine filter from Need for Speed Most Wanted. The dark colors also apply to the characters, such as McQueen himself. Now, normally McQueen's windows in the PS2 version are black, but in this version they were changed to white. Don't know why. Now, of course, I'm using Dolphin MMJ, as you can see actually. Now, also, if you want to emulate this game on Android, I would recommend using the Nintendo GameCube version with Dolphin MMJ. Now, also, the companies who made this game. So, Rainbow Studios was owned by THQ, but THQ went bankrupt by 2016 after they filed for bankruptcy. Rainbow Studios, unfortunately, was all shut down. But you see, there was another company called Rainbow Studios, which meaning people from the previous Rainbow Studios came. Then was had a whole loop. Rainbow Studios' latest game was from 2022 or 2022, 3 years ago. Anyways, this game was very interesting for its time, especially how much effort. Sorry if you're seeing lag, it's because sometimes when I'm recording, it normally gives me like this lag. So just keep in mind of that. Also, after you complete a piston cup race, I'm not swearing, don't worry. Well, a trophy race, I'm just gonna call it trophies because I don't want to swear. So trophies, after you win those, like piston cup races, you actually get to go to the next chapter. Now, the final one is Los Angeles International Speedway, which is actually the final scene, like the final race in the Cars movie. There's also Motor Speedway at the South, Pall Mall Speedway, Sun Valley International Speedway, Smashville International Speedway. Now, it's very interesting. There's also the PC version, which of course, you can get on Steam, and is still compatible with later PCs. Now, also, you can mod the Xbox 360, Wii, and PC ports, since these are the easiest ones to emulate. Well, actually, the PC version can be run on modern hardware, so not much for the PC, but the Wii and well, Xbox 360 versions can be modded. So yeah. Now, also, how much would I rate this game? I would actually rate it probably like a 10 out of 10 because this game is absolutely fire. Now, also, now here finally comes the time on would I recommend this game. If you really love games that are based off movies, I highly recommend this game. It's absolutely great. Now, also, it's also very interesting for me because not a lot of people probably played the GameCube version or Xbox original because people were upgrading from an Xbox original to an Xbox 360 and people were upgrading from a GameCube to a Wii, which I don't think a lot of people played the Xbox OG Xbox original version or the GameCube version. But anyways, guys, that is it for this review. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell me if you guys played this game back then, and I'll see you guys maybe in the next video. So goodbye.